I'm Ray Locker with the Heart Mountain Wyoming Foundation.
My name is Tyson Emborg, and I worked with the Heart Mountain Wyoming Foundation.
Hi, my name is Julie Yoshiko Abo. I'm with the Heart Mountain Wyoming Foundation, and I'm with the NEH Landmarks of American History and Culture Educator Workshop for Heart Mountain, Wyoming, and the Japanese American incarceration. And our workshop does a survey of Japanese Americans from the point of immigration all the way up through World War II incarceration at the Heart Mountain, Wyoming site. But we also incorporate local histories of the Apsalaka Nation, as well as homesteaders and the local community.
For a small town in a remote part of a sparsely populated state, the Heart Mountain area has it all for that. You have the Wild West aspect. You have Native Americans and where they lived and their traditions. And then you have this site where 14,000 Japanese Americans were incarcerated. And you really get the sense of how remote they must have felt when they got off the darkened train that they rode on for 3-4 days from the West Coast when they got to this part of rural Wyoming and thought, where am I? Where the wind was whipping off the mountains and the dust was in the air everywhere, and many people were crying because they had no idea where they were and what they were going to do. So you really feel it when you go to Heart Mountain. And what better place to get an idea of this kind of history, to be at the site where it happened and feel kind of the convergence of the various cultures that were at that site.
Why here at Heart Mountain, Wyoming? Because it is a historical place where many atrocities happened to Native American peoples, the Japanese Americans, but it is also a place where we have healing and education and coming together of people, different peoples from all walks of life. So we have people from the community of Cody, Wyoming. We have the Japanese Americans. We have Native Americans all coming together. And that is our hope at Heart Mountain, especially with the Minetta Simpson Institute, that we can come together and have these difficult conversations and move forward. It won't be a perfect exchange. It's not going to be smooth, but it will be authentic and real and healing. And hopefully they will enable us to move forward.
Well, the number one thing it offers is collaboration. So you find that you're in a professional learning community with individuals far and wide. So for myself, I found myself mixed in with individuals from the West Coast to the East Coast and all parts in between. Professional educators, scholars, individuals who had been at Heart Mountain in the camp. And so that was a level that I had not experienced until I found my role with this NEH grant. And so that's something that is offered when you create a Landmarks NEH grant and do that. That is something that is foreseeable, but often unexpected. And so that was just amazing, an amazing experience for me.
I thank the National Endowment for the Humanities because this workshop has been really an opportunity to do that and to bring different people together, to learn together. We were learning too, along with the teachers, and I had a transformation as well. And from our scholars, we learned all these different viewpoints. And while we may have known, some of the content before, each lecture is slightly different, has a little bit more information, has different information. And I just learned so much, even from session 1 to session 2. So anyway, for me, that's what Heart Mountain is, and the Heart Mountain story. It's this incredible story that brings people together to work together for a better tomorrow and to understand and have empathy.
So we worked extremely hard to create an in-person version and thought we had it nailed down. And then all of a sudden we had to rip up everything that we had done and start over on Zoom. So that ended up being a totally different experience. But what that caused us to realize is the opportunity that we can do things just slightly different and not necessarily always throw things to the wayside simply because we can't do them physically in person. And so being able to bring in a rich experience for our participants through scholars or individuals who could join us virtually, being able to be in many physical places and show participants over Zoom ended up being something that we'll probably end up using going forward as our Nisei are well into their 90s and can't travel. We want to be able to still provide an opportunity for our participants to visit with individuals who are at Hart Mountain, even if they are no longer able to physically travel. And so that ended up bringing in a perspective and an opportunity that was really unforeseen that I think will have great benefit.
I mean, you want people who participate in these programs to know about, one, the history, where it happened, and what's going on there now. I mean, it takes people out of their comfort zones to different parts of the country. I mean, yeah, in some places people might want to go to Cody, Wyoming if they're going to go to Yellowstone, but that's not usually a destination that many people seek out. And I think it's healthy for the people who participate, particularly those from, big urban areas, to go out to a different part of the country, get a feel for how remote things are in Wyoming and how if you drove to Hart Mountain, you would cover a lot of territory. We wouldn't see anybody for, minutes, hours even. It's, I think, healthy for people to get out and see parts of this country that they haven't seen before and to learn the history with it.
The only thing that I would really include is that you're not alone. As you go either preparing this or creating landmarks or other opportunities, what you end up finding is similar individuals who are as passionate as you are. And so it's that rich layer of collaboration. So regardless of what you're trying to create, when we first looked at our landmarks project, we felt stuck. We didn't know what our next step would be. And so we were given a lot of information from other people who had created similar projects, and we found our voice and we found a direction forward. And so that was something that was we felt very well supported in that endeavor because of the amount of people who have created these things and participated and done them quite well. And so we felt that we were just part of a whole work, if you will, a whole body of work of individuals who had similar passion and created opportunities for educators over a long, long time period.
Thank you very much. And I hope that you'll come out and visit us at the Hart Mountain, Wyoming Interpretive Center in Powell, Wyoming, and feel the power of place.